Hi, I'm Derek Oxton with In-Flight Archery. On a new forum called aerialarchers.com, I took a moment to announce the creation of a new product called the new Flu, or that's what I called it on the post. What it is, it's a synthetic flu basically that you can use with your compound bows. Now it has to be used with a drop-away rest because of the diameter of this plastic disc that I made. So far, we're still kind of in the prototype stage, but it's really exciting. I've actually got an order coming. So if you're interested in trying this, and I'm going to show you what it is in just a second, get a hold of me on that aerialarchers.com or through inflightarchery.com, and I'd love to get you some samples. I'm not sure what we're going to price them, if we're going to price them at anything or if we just have you pay shipping. But let me show you what that is right here. So right now it's just a 3D printed disc that slides over an unfletched arrow. Actually, you can use it with a fletched arrow also as long as you have the clearance. So you pop the knock off an unfletched arrow. This happens to be a 55-75 gold tip Ted Nugent camo arrow. Slides on just like that, and knock goes on like that. Now some of your newer arrows have a shorter knock. If they do have that, you're going to need something a little bit different, because when the angle of the string off your compound comes down, if it's a short axle bow, you could make some contact. We've tried to design it to where that wouldn't be an issue, but that's the new bad boy right here. Now what's been surprising about this is the performance. Now when I shoot a longbow, I normally shoot a 6 fletch with a heavy helical. And if I shoot that at close to a 45-degree angle, the arrow goes just about 100 yards. Now when I shot this off my Matthews no-cam, set at 65 pounds. Now everyone knows that's not a speed bow, but it's fast enough for some decent testing. It was almost identical to what my feathered flus had done off of my longbow, so I'm really excited about this. It's something that I originally wanted to develop for hunting ducks and geese because feathers aren't real impervious to weather, but I know there's a lot of you guys that live in really wet climates, and most of you guys, archers out there, shoot compound bows, so to have something that you can just stick on the end of an arrow and start shooting at, well, even squirrels in trees or pheasants, quail, all that kind of stuff, this would be a fantastic alternative. So I haven't ever shot it, and I'm not sure how. I've never shot a compound at any flying targets, and I haven't ever tested these on flying targets. So I'm going to take a minute to throw some targets out of the Laporte. I've got 3 arrows, so we'll see what happens. These arrows should go about 100 yards. Now, a lot of you guys are thinking, man, that's a long ways, but without this, you'd be closer to, or maybe even exceeding 400 yards. So it does a tremendous job. You do need a little bit of open space to fire it safely, but let me show you how it works. All right, so we've done a lot of testing for distance. This will be the first one on a target, and my first one with the compound. So I'm not expecting too much in the way of accuracy. Oh yeah! Let's do that one more time. Now the problem is with this Laporte thrower, those discs are not designed to be taking an arrow going that fast. But that was surprisingly easy. Maybe you can see that. And sticking straight up. So one of the issues we had in designing these is getting something that, one, cuts down the distance tremendously, but also stabilizes the arrow as it goes out there. So it's always nice to watch them sailing as they should. And really only going, man, that one doesn't even look like it's quite 100 yards. Now that's 2 out of 3. First time I've ever shot a compound at any kind of flying target at all. I'm not shooting real far. It might be 12 or 15 yards to the thrower. But those arrows definitely would have taken down some birds. They got a ton of energy. So for any of you guys that are eager to try something like that, you can see I'm shooting a drop away rest. That's going to be required to function properly. Whisker biscuit's going to knock it off. Any other kind of rest is probably going to either break that, screw up your rest, or do something else. The other thing we're going to have to be playing around with, so as you beta testers come to me and say, hey, I want to try some of these, we've got to make sure that the clearance between your cables is sufficient to let that disc go past without hitting anything. So initially I started out with some bigger ones, and they actually hit my rest, broke the little disc thing that I'd made, and kind of messed up the rest for a little bit, but I was able to fix that. So we're going to make sure that, one, they're not too big that they're going to make any contact on your system, but assuming that your bow's tuned right and they'll fly off and not hit anything, this is opening up a lot of shooting opportunities that really haven't been available. You can always shoot feathers and stuff, but something like this, I like that it's repeatable. You know, if these get wet, it's not going to make a bit of difference. So join me on aerialarchers.com. It's a brand new forum, guys. Need your help in getting it established, get the word out, and start sharing some ideas on how we can have a lot more fun shooting aerial targets. I'm Derek Oxton with FinFlight Archery, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.